Hey, this is Mark at the 2022 Monroe Pop Fest. I'm here with artist Matt Feazell. Now tell me something, sir. Can you tell me a little bit about your little mini comic books here?
It's the Amazing Cynical Man, America's laid-off superhero. One day answered a knock on the door and got appointed to superhero duty at the Board of Superheroes, where it turns out his job is just reading comics all day, but he has to share a cubicle with Lizard Girl, who doesn't talk much, so it's mostly him making wisecracks.
What was the inspiration for some of these little characters and stories?
Well, you sit around and you draw in your sketchbook, and eventually you come up with something that's the simplest thing in the world to draw. Brought along today, I reprinted my first mini comic from 1980. Cynical Man, guest starring Godzilla. I thought I was going to have a punk period of about 4 issues and go back to trying to be an inker at Marvel Comics. But instead, I just kept drawing Cynical Man.
A little bit about your history with Marvel Comics.
I had no history at Marvel Comics, so what I wanted to do was, I started out drawing stick figure comics when I was 13 years old, as most kids do. I had a lot of fun doing it, and when I got out of high school, I thought I would study art and design and draftsmanship and learn how to draw comics the Marvel way and get a job and be the next hot artist at Marvel or DC Comics. And about 2 years out of graduating from college, I realized I wasn't having any fun trying to be a mainstream comic book artist. And what I needed to do was think of why was I even drawing comics to begin with? Why did I start drawing comics when I was 13? And just having fun drawing comics and as stick figure superhero parodies. I drew it all out as a little 8-page comic and printed up 20 copies of it, and had copies sitting out on the counter of the used record store where I was working at the time, and a customer picked one up and said, "How much for the mini comic?" And I said, "Well, I don't know, how about 25 cents? So he took the mini comic and handed me a quarter, and it was the first time I had ever made any money off my comics. And the lights came up and the band played the theme to 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I've been doing stick figure mini comics ever since.
So what's it?
Not too old to stop.
So where can people find you? Online?
www.cynicalman.com.
Pleasure speaking with you, Matt. This is Mark at the Monroe Pop Fest with Matt Feazell.